I want to establish something and make something perfectly clear. It's not yet time for any of these ideologies to fall. As my camera falls. No, that was not intentional. So I don't know when I'm going to upload this video. I don't know if I'm going to upload it before or after my response to Donovan Sharp. But in that video, he essentially accuses me of trying to be another anti-red pill channel. As if I'm trying to ride this wave to YouTube popularity. Listen, man, I did that YouTube popularity shit 10 years ago from my old content, right? I have no interest in ever regressing in character and going back to those ways. The main purpose of my channel is to show people the path of high resistance, natural law, and show people the basics on how to find the truth on their own for any endeavor, for any craft that they seek to be a master of. Okay? I understand that these ideologies are tools, right? It's kind of like how money is not the end result, it's just a tool, a means to an end in order and that you can use in order to achieve and further your agenda and your goals. Ideologies are the same way. They're tools. No ideology on planet Earth is designed to tell you the truth, at least not the full truth. They tell you a little bit of truth and then sprinkle bullshit on top of it, right? Each ideology serves a purpose and is used as a tool to further the agenda and the goals, okay? I understand that even though the red pill needs to be destroyed in order for people to really understand what's actually going on, I understand that it's not time for the red pill to go away. It's not time for the black pill to go away. It's not time for this gender war to cease and to go away. I was having a conversation last night with a very enlightened Uber passenger. He was a little bit of a conspiracy theorist, but one thing that me and him discussed, because I was basically talking about how everyone's clowning Elon Musk when that guy's a fucking genius, right? And he mentioned the dude. It was a long drive. It was a 20-minute job. But he basically mentioned the dude that designed the hydrogen engine who got GG'd recently. And essentially what I explained to him is that we've had electric cars since before World War One. Now they could only go 20 minutes, okay, or 20 miles, right? Some of the first police vehicles in America were electric cars, and this was the early 90s. So the technology for electric cars has been around for over 100 years. Why didn't it get pushed and developed? Because it wasn't time for the electric car movement to come to fruition. Okay? You have to understand something about the game. Anything that you see in front of you has already been designed and perfected centuries, sometimes millennia before it comes to light. You don't believe me? Let me tell you something that my sheeple stepfather said to me once. A broken clock is right twice a day. This guy's a fucking idiot, but he said something of utter enlightenment for once in his 60 years of living. And he said that we have shit that we send in space where the battery lasts for fucking 30, 40, 50 years, traveling millions of miles across space. Yet we can't even make a fucking car battery to last over 300 miles. Understand something. The technology is already perfected. It's just not time for that stage of the game to be implemented. Somebody asked me, why don't I collaborate with other YouTubers and try to bring down the red pill? Simple. It's not time for the red pill to get destroyed. The red pill serves a purpose, just like feminism before served a purpose. The purpose of both ideologies was to get the sexes to hate each other and have this gender war. Some YouTubers even directly put it in their titles. Yes, there's a gender war, right? So these ideologies will probably exist for another 20 years. And then when they do get destroyed, they'll be replaced with another ideology. It's a cycle. The purpose of the game is to keep you in a cycle forever. I've said that in several videos now. So, to anybody that either watches the video I'm about to upload about Donovan, or if I've already uploaded it by now, don't get it twisted. This is not an anti-red pill channel. But in order to show people how to detect truth from lies, sometimes I have to grab certain ideologies and point out the contradictions and show people how easily these people lie to you. When I first started the Path of High Resistance videos, I started off using religion as an example. The root word of religion, lig, is a Latin verb that means to lie. Ideology, ideologies, okay? Theologies that are ideal to the targeted audience that they're trying to use the tool for, okay? Feminism targeted women and got them to start hating men. MGTOW and Red Pill targeted men that don't get chicks and started to make them hate women. This gender war has been in design for decades before it was fully implemented. Now, I mentioned electric cars were out since before World War I. World War I was actually the start of this paradigm shift, because while all the males were out fighting on the front lines, somebody at home still had to make the food, still had to make the technology, still had to make the tools, the guns, the weapons, the bread for the soldiers to go out to war. That's where the woman came in. Women entered the workforce en masse for the first time in hundreds of years. And that started the paradigm, right? Now in 1914, it wasn't time yet to go full feminism. No. Full feminism wouldn't arise for a couple more decades, the 50s and 60s. You see, guys, you guys have got to understand, the people that rule over you, they mastered the ultimate game, natural law. All these smaller games are just small variants of the ultimate game, natural law. So for the people that ask me, why don't I collaborate with other YouTube channels to work together to bring down the red pill? Simple. I understand that it's not time for the red pill to go away. It probably won't go away for another 20 years. And then when it does go away, it'll be replaced by another ideology that they already had cooked up 100 years ago. So people are going to see this video and think of it as insanity, but think carefully about the example that my stepfather had. If they could make a fucking space battery in the 1950s that can go thousands of millions of miles for decades with one charge and never have to come back to the space station to be recharged, why can't they make a fucking car battery that lasts over 300 miles? Because it's not time. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Those that get it, get it. Those that don't, probably never will. This is not an anti-red pill channel. This is I will take any ideology and use it as an example in my videos to prove a point as need be and as necessary. I don't hate any one ideology more than another. I hate them all equally. Peace.